back at it with another live stream, you guys. And I actually have no idea what all we'll be talking about. So there's that. I can tell you pink may be a color of some significance. Because I was guided to a lot of decks that do actually have that same kind of theme. All right. Irregardless of the type of pink, could be some significance. So we could be needing to deal with the heart space, like even the tarot deck. All right. But hear me out. I don't know. What the heck was that? I just dropped. I don't know what all we'll be getting into. So I just kind of said, all right, it's a mixed bag. Love and light, Mariana. Good morning to you as well. And many blessings. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see what comes out, you guys. I'm going to be checking into emotions. I know that much. Just to see how you guys are doing and why and what we should do about it, perhaps, right? And I am also guided to the Morning Mantras deck by the Affirmators series. So let's see, what are the current emotions regarding the collective? And then we'll get into your questions. I just want to give everyone a chance to hop on if they can, if they should, right? So we'll just do this quickly and then we'll ring the bell. All right, so maybe somebody here is due for a surprise of sorts. And so will be entering into these energies, or this has recently happened where you received a surprise of sorts that was helpful, but maybe left you confused. And so since that's coming out, and I don't like confusion, I don't like that spirit, we're going to take a look closer at that, okay? Because that's great, you know, but what's the confusion about? So I'm going to know how great it is. So let's see. It's great, but like how great? Hold on. Because I don't like the confusion. So let's see what's this about? Spirit. Two of Cups. Okay. So the Two of Cups landed specifically on the surprise and happy cards. All right. And with this helpful card being on the other side of it, that tells me this is like soulmate energy, whether this is a friend or a lover, because you guys, some people are like, oh, the Two of Cups is the twin flame card. I'm like, how though? Because that could just be like a really good friend. You know, it could be cup, you know, a cup's a cup, but unless it's like the ace, it's kind of like subject to interpretation, I suppose. All right. So with the star card coming out, this tells me this is somebody coming in that you wouldn't mind, right? It's one thing to be surprised, right? And it's another thing to understand that somebody's coming in to assist you, not to hurt you, right? But this seems to be someone that you really, you know, maybe were pining over, maybe actually manifesting, okay? The Page of Cups, this person could have owed you an apology. Maybe that is the confusion. Let's see. Let's clarify. Oh, what are these? What are these? What are these? Okay. All right. So the confusion here, not that I ever want to be quoted as saying like confusion's great or good, right? But the confusion here seems to be with the Hierophant. This deck is called La Pape, La Mora, excuse me, La Morte. That's the death card, and the Three of Wands. You're just, you know how like you believe in someone, right? But then like believing that someone reaching their full capacity of capability might be surprising, maybe even confusing at this point, because you're like, this person changed how much, right? Like, It's giving a whirlwind of surprise. All right. So that makes sense. These cards are a bit limited, right? But when you put them all in sum and totality, right? And maybe maybe you're realizing that whatever separation there was, or whatever tower moment there was actually quite necessary. Maybe this is causing you to rethink some other aspects of life that have nothing to do with love, but they have everything to do with you not getting what you wanted in the confirmation in the time frame. This could have put you through like a lot of mental conflict, just up and until you find out the lesson, which really the lesson is you're divinely supported in all things, always and in all ways, in spite of you not getting what you want when you want it. All right. It's a little lesson, maybe not so little, right? About divine timing as well as divine protection. All right, Mariana, I'm so glad this is resonating. All right. So, yeah, there's a lot of divinity backing this connection. Even in the, we could say La Pape or Pope or Hierophant, right? Maybe somebody's Catholic because I want to say like Pope, but it's Pape. Even with the divinity card, right? Let's call it for what it is. It's a card. It's a major arcana card. All right, literally meant to showcase divinity, authority, right? Divine right and rule. Okay. There could be some significance to ones you could be seeing in your angelic code lately, specifically 11, 11, 11 doesn't have to be the case. Also 111. That would all speak of synchronicity regarding what this connection stands to become. Okay, of course, on the other side of this apology, I can't really get around the Page of Cups. But I also can't get around the fact that divinity supports this. Whoever's connected to this message, okay? Divinity is supporting this. What divinity will never support is an imbalanced version of the connection, an unrequited lover situation of the connection, right? And so hence the separation, the tower moment, the arguments, the discord, right? Yet divinity backs. Yeah, this is definitely, you guys, for me, I know 6 of Coins and 6 of Cups just hit home regarding that soulmate kind of energy. Someone that comes in to assist you, all right, not to be a karmic. However, that pesky free will allows for variability in all of this. So one day, a soulmate can turn karmic. Makes sense? If they choose not to step up to the plate, if they choose to lie, if they don't choose, depending on who I'm reading for, right? Regarding your history. All right, so I feel like I should be getting some more information regarding this because, and damn, 4 of Swords. Healing. This person, okay, this could be quite confusing and a surprise to you. Really, actually, it's like, what's the word? What's the verbiage? Like, put their money where their mouth is. I'm getting a call. You could unexpectedly get a call. And that could be confusing because you could be like, at this point, how the hell did they get my number? Right? Like, it could be that they shouldn't be able to call, depending on who I'm reading for. But there's an immense amount of healing here, and Spirit saying this is a new beginning that doesn't lead down a rabbit hole of, pestilence and any type of horrific nature. It's the vibe. It's what you deserve. It's love. It's loving, and it's functional. It's healthy. Okay. Could be some significance to the angel number 22. Doesn't have to be the case. This person, long story short, they not only learned the lesson, but they applied them. So you know what? Sometimes you guys, you have to leave someone to their own devices, right? And love and light them from afar. Makes sense. Because what doesn't ever make sense is becoming a doormat or, destroying boundaries that, took so much blood, sweat, tears, and effort to erect. You know what I mean? And rightfully so. Okay. So let's see what the name chart placements and all of that jazz might be on the part of this person, essentially circling the block, since that came out, and then we'll ring the bell for questions. How's that? Okay. Now, you guys, sometimes this could be flip-flopped, right? So, like, I could be saying, like, it's this person, but it could be yours, right? So we do have a B come out, all right? I think the name Bo. Could be some significance to Bo. Gemini. K wants to come out. Okay, so KB, right? Who else? We've got P. And we've got S. We've got A. And we've got F. Okay. Chart placements. Cancer and Aquarius. Aries at the bottom of the deck. All right, so that's what I have so far for our mixed bag messages. All right, didn't expect that to come out. Maybe you didn't expect this person to come out either, right? Or to come back. How's that? So yeah, those that know what to do. All right, if you don't know, you guys, I'm not able through this device, the way that YouTube's set up on the cellular, to type in really anything into the box. So please, if you're confused about what to do, how to get your free tarot question answered, check the description box, you guys, and scroll all the way down for what says live stream rules so that you can go ahead and get your question answered. All right. If you don't do that, everyone will know. Okay. And so please just check the live stream rules so that you can get the free tarot question. I'm not here to not give it. But what I'm not here to do is to do my part for people that aren't doing theirs, right? Like, I mean, those days are gone. We always talk about it on the channel, right? So hopefully you understand that part, right? And yeah, let's do it. So let's see. Okay, let's see here, Mariana. I'm like, where's my deck even? I've been like doing some work in the studio, you guys. Placing things around and replacing them, and where is my anything? All right, here we go, Mariana. Ooh, that came out fiery. It's a no. All right. It's a no at the bottom of the deck as well. And so you know what I say, like, yeah, thank you, next, right? I mean, they're an X for a reason. Makes sense, okay? Yeah. In time, you know, if this is somebody that you're still getting over in time, like, you're going to be like well and good over this, and they won't be, perhaps, right? And that's karma, you know. You screw over a good person, you play dummy games, it looks like a dummy prize to me, you know what I mean? They could be in your energy, but not able to come back, because that obsession card came out as well. But yeah, they're not able to come back. Five of Pentacles, it's a no. Right? Maybe they want to come back, Mariana, hear me out, right? But can they? Will they? No. Right, good on you. Yeah. I second that, Mariana. They're an X for a reason, right? So there's that. Okay. If we don't have any other more questions, I will just root around and see what else wants to come out here. My team was just basically like, you've got to get, you're very welcome, Mariana. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being here, you guys. It doesn't really work so well without you. Hello, hey, hi, right? But yeah, my guides were like, you're just going to have to get on. You're just going to have to go live. I'm like, okay. So here I am showing up. We'll see about what these affirmations are talking for such a day or a morning, dare I say. It's morning where I am, at least. Oh, well, that came out pretty quick. I can do anything I want to with my life within the legal limits of my state, country, probationary guidelines. No wasted days, no reason not to try. I can't charge which way the river, I can't change which way the river bends, so I might as well strap in and enjoy this strange little boat ride. Anyone bring a cooler? And the last one that came out. Today is a piñata full of unknowns. Time to crack that sucker open and pounce directly on the good stuff. So it seems like basically long and the short is we're supposed to be of a mindset, and we are, right? Because I'm not here to word curse. Catch up if you gotta. Where we can do anything. Where this reminds me, oh my god, I was at the gym. Was it last night? I was at the gym, and that what's his name? Roy Orbison sings on one of the tracks of the soundtrack of Pretty Woman, which is like an old movie, I think from the 90s, with Julia Roberts, and she plays like a prostitute. But it's a really good movie. Okay, it's interesting because Prince is also on that soundtrack too. Huh. Anyhow, I'm all over the place, so sorry. Okay, so there's like this one part of the song, and it's like, anything you want, you got it. Anything you need, you got it. Like, that's, yeah, chills. My body just lit up with chills, bro. That almost hurt. So like, even my legs and shit. Like, wow. Okay. All right. Okay, I'm here. I'm telling them. Basically, like, get ready for the good stuff. Okay. Time to crack that sucker open and pounce directly on the good stuff. Okay, so whatever good stuff you think is good. I'm hearing think better, like think bigger, but like at least that is a part of your bag of experience that you're afforded unto you even now on this earth. Okay, in spite of current energies, in spite of the insanity, I'll just call it what it is, but I digress. Okay, so 1 second here. I really have to tend to my nose. So sorry for the accidental ASMR. But I came on like I was told. Here we are. Okay. Here we are. All right. Doing it so elegantly, I might add. You guys are still watching me. Thank you. God bless you. Let me stop. But so yeah. Here's the sitch. What would happen? What would change? Find out though. Like, seriously, you don't have to answer the question, but find out the answer. Okay. What would happen if you changed your mindset and just delusionally believed, like, yeah, no, like, anything I want, I got it. Anything I need, I got it. Anything at all, I got it. Right? Love and like Kelsey Wells. And then also, just the same, what if you understood, while understanding all of that we just talked about, hold on, that it was always you? Or should I say within you? Or should I say through you, right? Now, this is not a call to subscribe to the ideation, which would not be the truth, that you are here to do anything, always, or all things, always and in all ways, alone and on your own measure and within the restrictions of your own capabilities, right? Because you can't take the divinity from us. So there's no way we're doing anything always and in all ways, all alone. So don't get it twisted, right? But aside from that, you're in charge, right? You get to even delegate responsibilities to the angels. How special, how powerful are you, right? Right? Okay. So smile a little, would you? Breathe a little deeper. Okay. The shallow breathing is not really getting you where you're going if you're already finding yourselves climbing up a mountain, perhaps. When you need to deep breathe a bit, you do. Breathe deep, okay? Really expand the rib cage on the daily, okay? Even with each breath, if you can imagine that, all right? It feels better to breathe in, okay? It allows your central nervous system to receive coding that goes, oh, we're actually not bracing ourselves to be unalived in the next 12 seconds. Because I could tell, because we're breathing deeply. Give yourselves whatever assistive measures you can, right? After you assess what it could be, right? To assist yourselves on the path. If you know that you've got a long day at work, right? And you know that when you breathe in deeper and slower, perhaps, you feel more in control in spite of not being in any more control. I mean, you can't really change the outcomes of every other thing. You're not here to do that. So take that pressure off. You know what I mean? but you are here to be in control of yourselves, your actions, your reactions. Okay. And that's well and good, because who better should it be, other than you? Like, if you're saying the problem is that you're in charge, then you've got to stop being your own problem. Why are you making yourself, your existence, problematic for you? It's not going to go well. It's not going to be pleasant either. So, and you're here already, which means you're here with purpose. The divine also agrees. Okay, which means you're here doing stuff that's bigger than you. So shouldn't you be healthily in charge by at least giving yourself your own approval at the fact that you're in charge of some shit here, and embrace that change? And then also, while you're doing that, really understand that, like, anything you want, you got it. Anything aside from, hear me out, divine timing trumps whatever you want. We already know that, okay? But we also know that is a protective measure, right? Makes sense. So is that a problem? It can feel like it. We can't lie and say, well, it would never feel like it. But we can say that as we understand our feelings are valid, um, and that we can feel them, we can also understand just the same that they don't have to rule us and actually ruin our day and our life or a relationship. We also understand that if we're going to have, let's say, a long day at work, we can choose to magnify the good aspects of that. Well, my coworker so-and-so will be in today. Well, that's a highlight, right? Maybe you can have a bit of nosh together and forget about the fact that for the 43 minutes prior, you had to sit with Mr. So-and-so who was a bleepity blobbity, right? Okay. Magnify the good stuff. Crack it wide open, all right? Put your unicorn horn on if you got it, all right? But really allow yourselves to find freedom in your daily life. Find freedom inside of your relationships, your connections, your connectionships, okay? And make sure that at all times you know who you are, okay? It's very important, because if you don't, some other people could easily come and say, well, this is who you are. And then if you, don't believe in anything, you stand to fall for anything. And if you don't believe in yourself, gosh, it's an even more detrimental outcome, perhaps. I'm not here to word curse. I'm here to guide you. That's all. And if you're still with me, gosh, maybe you did need a friendly reminder. This is not a call to beat yourself up and say, oh my goodness, I've been, read for filth kind of thing. And now I've got to hang my head because everybody knows it was me. We don't do that here. So there's that. And also, you shouldn't be doing it there where you're at, because that's not loving. It's not kind. It's not even beneficial. I'd tell you if it were. It's not. Okay. So, hug it out with you. Okay. And straighten that crown, baby, and move on, move forward, because you're here to do some big shit. And again, it goes beyond you, beyond your people, even if you can really wrap your head around that. Your existence alone is doing far greater than your mental capacity can understand. So take a load off, okay? You're not late. You're not SOL. You're not, left to be unalived, and that's just period, end of story. Do you know how many times I've been left, literally, to be unalived? I'm still here with a smile on my face, loving you guys. So please don't put the period on the end of that sentence. Don't put, even a hard pause on your existence, and your goals, dreams, and aspirations, because that would be you being in charge doing that. That's not even the divine going, yeah, we were waiting for you to understand. No, if anything, they're waiting for you. By they, I mean the divine, okay? Your guides, your ancestors, the angels are waiting for you to really understand exactly all the ways that you can and should show up for you. All the ways that you already have made this world a better place, and celebrate you. All right. Those that are looking to change, even in appearance, right? Celebrate each stage of that. I know I was earlier. I'm like, wait, hold on a second. And then I had the nerve to try to cut it short because I got sidetracked with my to-do list, right? So I got sidetracked with some laundry. And then I said, well, hold on a minute, because I went back towards the mirror. I was like, well, hold on a second. Like, we're actually, what we're not going to do is shortchange ourselves out of a celebration. Because I don't know about you guys, but there's nobody, you know, for me, standing up in a line waiting to celebrate me. And that's okay. Like, I'm not even a victim in that. Like, seriously, like, that would be weird to be like, that's what I'm even manifesting, right? But all I'm saying is think about it. Like, who's going to show up for me before me? Not a damn soul. And same deal for you, you guys. All right. So be that cheerleader. You know, if you need one, you got one. You got you. Anything you need, you got it. All right. All right. The bell has rung for those that may be eligible to ask their free tarot question today during the live stream. All right, let me see here. Make sure I didn't miss over anybody's questions. Here we go. Love and light, Kelsey Wells. Okay. Well, Kelsey, I'm going to consult the cards, but I also want to be sure that you've seen the interview go well in your mind's eye, right? You've seen what you're wearing, perhaps. You've seen how confident you are in the interview, right? Like, you know, so that before you even set foot into, you know, whatever other space you got to go, whatever other hoops you got to jump through, you do it with your best foot forward, okay? And that's what we mean, you guys, about doing your part. The way that I really felt that a card came out, but it didn't. That's so fun. Oh, here we go. Haha. It was just flipped around. It didn't even come all the way out. So this is a very victorious yes here, Kelsey Wells. It's literally a card of victory. All right. So don't be doing this. Okay. I see that at the bottom of the deck. No, 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 no. You've got to see it in your mind's eye, this victory, like we talked about, Kelsey Wells. Okay. Love and light. Congratulations, babe. Love and light, little Gorgo. Love and light to you. I have rung the bell, babe. I know you're new here. So if you wanted to do a free question, you're welcome to do so, because I have rung the bell. But if you're not certain exactly how to do it, because it's a certain way, please check the description box below the video and check for the live stream rules at the end of the box, to then be able to pop in your question. Okay. Much love and light. Oh, I dropped a card. Here it is. Okay. I'm just going to check to see where I should be going next regarding these decks, because I don't even know what's going to come out. I don't even know what all we're talking about. It's so weird to me. But I'm here. I showed up. And you guys showed up too. I love that for you, because you showing up here is the epitome of you showing up for you. All right. Because I know what we talk about are usually next steps. Okay. This card comes out as I'm talking to my soul tribe, right? And it says, surround yourself with your soul tribe. So hello, hey, hi. Much love and light, you guys. And like I said, it doesn't really work so well without you. So thanks for being here. I really, truly appreciate you guys even checking out another channel message. And if you're new here, welcome to your high vibe soul tribe. All right. And we love to have you guys. We love the live streams because they're quite interactive. All right. People coming on, literally loving and lighting each other. And I love that. I love, and I love you guys. So, okay. Well, let's talk here. Let's talk here, little G. I'm gonna call you little G in love and light, though. I just don't want to like butcher your name and then act like you're supposed to feel like I care for you. I care for you enough to not butcher your name. So hopefully that's not offensive. Okay. So I don't like when my name's butchered, so it's like a thing too. So bear with me, little G, okay? So here's the sitch. When you're talking you to you especially, right? You are in charge. So you have to make a choice. Do you want to? Do you want to forgive yourself? Well, let's take emotion out of it, right? And let's ask another question that is also the same kind of question. Do you want to be free? Let's also ask another question, which is probably the issue. Are you worthy to be free? Lil G, are you worthy of yourself to forgive yourself? And you know, I'm not here judging that question because I feel like I also have asked myself, to myself, with myself, like had a whole board meeting about things like that. So please don't feel judged. That's not it. I wouldn't even want the karma. But we have to get to the root of this, because a simple yes, no, and sending you on your way ain't it. I don't do half-assed readings. And I don't love half-assed. And so, love you, old G. We're going to talk about this. So the situation could be, from what I'm consulting from, which is not the tarot yet, okay? But the situation could be that you had some sort of ideation, you had some sort of vision, you had some sort of understanding, that you shouldn't pursue something that you really wanted, okay? You could have felt targeted if you would go for this, or if you would identify as that, or if you know, because it's coming out here that you should choose to believe that when you make an effort to decide what you want and commit to fulfilling your desires, the most effortless path will gradually appear. And that means it's not a harder path. It's a path where you are perhaps alone. All right. And maybe you mistook solitude for loneliness. All right. You don't want to be alone because you'll forever perpetually be lonely. All right. But really, on the other side of it, you're coming out as, if you would just get into that full card, where I didn't get to the, I'm getting to the tarot now. If you would just get into that full card action, where you do it anyway, you are it anyway, or you identify as it anyway, even if doing it scared, okay, it would bolster your position. It would bolster your happiness. It would bolster your, like, actually being satisfied with self. Okay. This could also have affected your money as well as your mental, right? But it's just not to be the case. With the Knight of Cups coming out and the Five of Cups, all right, and the Queen of Pentacles now at the bottom of the deck, it's repeating what I'm saying. If you give yourself a chance, like if you offer your cup to you, okay, offer your magnitude to be able to love, offer your magnitude of grace and understanding that you have the capability for others to yourself, and walk away from those that are simply taking from you, that are allowing you to stay in pain, whether this is simply mental or emotional. And I don't say simply lightly, that's enough to wreck a life, okay? I'm not your workers, but I'm just saying your feelings about all of this are valid. But spirit, the divine, wants your feelings way more in this type of frame. See how once you give your cup to you, once you give your blessing to you, your understanding to you, shit gets really great. Okay. And this would be an after effect of you working with divine energies. Okay. Okay. So Hangman is really talking about slowing down, pausing. Okay. Maybe even learning a bit about self, even going within, reflecting, asking questions of self, incorporating the inner child as well. Of course, you guys, ego, we don't hate because we need it, right? It helps keep us alive. But ego, dead ass, can be toxic if you have yet to deal with childhood issues, because ego really is the epitome of the broken inner child. What's your inner child screaming out? You feel unheard, unseen, unsupported. Is it because you were always looking outside of yourself for what you carried. And again, it goes back to anything you want, you got it. Like we were just speaking moments ago with the Roy Orbison song. You guys maybe actually listen to that chorus at least, right? It's from the Pretty Woman soundtrack. Anything you want, you got it. Anything you need, you got it. But it's with you first. It's not outside validation. It's not outside confirmation. You've got to learn to go within, because unless and until you do, you won't have anyone or anything outside of you. The divine is not here to see you fail. The divine is here for you to flourish. Okay, you're here to flourish. You're not here to survive. You're here to thrive. Okay, and you would have to make the choice to believe in all of this. Look at this. I didn't even see this. This is the channeling. You would have to make the decision for you to show up for you, so that all of this goodness, mercy, grace, your ships and everything coming in, and justice can actually be seen and experienced by you. Number 11 could be of some significance, and there's that fucking Fool card. Just saying. Just saying. All right. So let's do a simple yes, no, just to be, can you, yes. Okay. You're thinking no, because I'm not going to lie, this came out of the deck. But the bottom of the deck stands. Yes, you can. And it's literally the Knight again. That was the other card. That was the card in the first place that came out where you were asked, essentially, before we even got to the Fool card, to give this to you. Okay. This message stands in spite of what you're thinking right now. I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. Because this is, honey bun, if this ain't your truth, this is somebody's truth. All right. But you have to make the choice, baby. All right. So that's for you, little Gorgo. So sorry if I'm butchering your name, babe, because that's not why I'm here. That's not what I'm intending to do. But hopefully that resonates, okay? So you need to make the decision so that you can get on. Once you do, it's like once you do, okay, make the decision, go talk to yourself in the mirror about this. But talk to yourself the way that you would a child. Not in the sense that like, oh, you got to dumb it down because you're unintelligent. No. Because your inner child needs a talking to. Hey, guess what? We are safe. Maybe we weren't in the past, but we are now because I'm in charge. You understand that, little G? All right, right? Talking to your inner child now at this point. Maybe there is some significance to that, right? So you got little Gorgo and you've got little G to address in this. But it's a great message. It's a message of how you're able, how you're amazing, in spite of anyone else maybe never seeing that fact. It's a fact, and you're grateful that you know that fact now. Talk to yourself in the mirror the way that you wish somebody would look into your face and just pour into you. You have you. Anything you want, you got it. You've got to give it to you, though. It's time you give it to you. All right. So hopefully that makes sense and it's clear for you, honey bun. And I send you so much love and light. For sure, of course. Thank you for being here. All right. So let's see what else we get into regarding, because I have a couple more decks left that I was told to pull. Don't know why, though. So here we go. I'm usually like, I don't know. I come on. I'm like, okay, I've gone through the cards. But here we go. Just doing it all different and stuff. Makes sense. The energy's different and stuff. Energy's fluid, you guys. It's ever changing. And we claim for the better. Right? Right. All right. So I kind of want to get into this oracle. It says, I don't care. I don't care oracle. So somebody doesn't care about what? You guys, I cannot make this, like, literally, why would this card be in here? You're so welcome, little Virgo. Why the hell would this card be in here? And you know I didn't know this deck. This is actually a newer deck. I don't care oracle deck, right? And it says inhale, exhale. I kid you not. Somebody needs to breathe deeper. All right. We already had that channeling, I know, so I won't go through it all. But my goodness, why the heck was that in there like that? That's so funny. Yeah, smile more. I think I asked you guys to smile as well. So this is just yeah, spirit saying, say it louder, like just confirming that the channeling. Yeah, you are good enough as you are right now. All right. You got to start treating you like that. All right. So that was just confirmation of what all I was just channeled. All right. Okay. I see you, spirit. All right. Okay. We're doing it. Hold on 1 second. That last sneeze tried to take me out, y'all. My bad. Okay. Here we go. Let's crush some goals today, shall we? As spirit leads, of course. Hope you guys are feeling well and amazing and warm and safe. You know, I'm grateful to be feeling sane. All right, it says, the universe is totally freaking out about how awesome you are. I have the best collective, hands down. Nobody can tell me different. They even make cards about it. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for you. It's got you wrapped in a warm gorilla hug of adoration. It wants to give you everything you desire. Hello! Are you guys getting this message? Please and thank you. Anything you want. Gosh, I would play this song. I would get like a copyright hit, so I don't. But you guys, listen. I'm gonna listen to the song again today and be like, yeah, like that's literally the universe's voice right now, like literally singing, literally to me. Okay, like manifest, meditate, appreciate, celebrate. Right? I waited a long time out in the world before I gave myself permission to fail. Please don't even bother asking. Don't bother telling the world you're ready. Show it. Do it. A quote by Peter Dinklage. All right. So, you know, get into that full card action mode. All right. Especially if you know that God, Goddess, the divine, your higher selves, you carry a vision. All right. Received divine inspiration to do something, to create another version of yourself, even. Do it. You're in charge. All right. Um, Please think of the things in your life that you are proud of, that fulfill you, that make you happy, and write them down somewhere. And look at that list every time you feel you are failing. Jamila Jamil is quoted as saying, okay, you know, gone are the days where we're just like really on pause. You're supposed to be fluidly in this ebb and flow type of space by now, okay? If with nothing else, with yourselves. All right, giving and receiving unto selves. I know it's like unknown uncharted territory. Okay, 44 just hit the timer. Angelic code. You guys look up those angel numbers, would ya? They really help round out the message. I promise. I cannot make this up. I cut the deck and K. I'll spell the last name Oyeggun because I don't want to butcher names. I just said that. You have everything you need right now. You guys get started. Somebody needs to hightail it towards the goal, not away from it. Okay. But you know what? Baby steps, right? as long as you're in the baby steps aspect, at least. Okay. However, don't hover there. Don't make that your comfort zone. You guys, once you see what's working demographically, if that's you in business, okay, once you see what's working regarding your health, right? Maybe dietary needs, okay? Don't act like you don't know, okay? That's like the blueprint. It's like, okay, this is the yes and amen, all right? So I'm gonna go towards that. I'm gonna stop selling t-shirts and I'm gonna go towards cards, like whatever, right? Um, and it's different stuff for different folks, so this is still a general collective message. Hello, hey, hi, right? So do your part in understanding what all this is referencing regarding your path, because whoever I'm speaking to, you should be able to do at least that much. Like, and you literally know you can. It's not even me just trying to be like an asshole to you. Like, it's a thing. Like like, good job. I heard me say it and I was like, wait, that could I'm like, wait, that could go like one of two ways. And I was like, the other way is like really bad and not the intentional way. So let's correct it. Here is this pink again, you guys. So I don't know if somebody normally shades their lips pink, normally has pink accessories, or should be working with rose quartz perhaps, right? For the heart space. Maybe feeling loved is a struggle, right? And hey, if that's you, honor that path by delving a little bit deeper, right? Like, what is it about you that makes or allows you to feel so unloved when you've got you the whole time, right? Oh, because they don't like you, they don't date you, they don't think you're pretty, and you've got you the whole time. Don't you love you? Aren't you beautiful? Aren't you handsome? Because you are. Maybe they figure that you know that by now. And so they don't even have a mindset to even over glorify what they already see as someone, an individual who is already glorified by some measure or form. Some of you, it's the anointing. Others, it's that they see that for some inexplicable reason, you're still standing. So for them to give a compliment about something as obvious as how well you look, for them it would be over glorifying the situation. It might feel even more toxic than when they have to look upon you and realize they're struggling because they're jealous. So see how it's so great to have yourselves built up, giving you your own cup, like we talked about with a little G, right? Giving ourselves our cups till our cups runneth over. That's why they runneth over. No, let me stop. But it's part and parcel of why. You are offering your own level and measure of divinity to your vessel. Allows your vessel to shine. Allows your vessel to heal. Allows your vessel to perform miracles. All right. Without you having to actually know all aspects of the next steps. All you need to know is that self-care and self-love is a lifestyle. As long as you're living it, everyone will know. Okay. But what you're not to do is not act like you don't know. Like, you act like you know too. Smile like you know that you're handsome. Smile like you know you're fucking gorgeous. Right? Okay. You don't have to wait for somebody to say, I was hoping you would smile today, because every time you do, the whole left side of the room at least lights up, man. And we kind of could use that. No, just smile, right? Because you know, and you have you the whole time. And anything you need, you got it, right? All right. So let's talk about this pink card, Topaz. Forgiveness heals. Wow. Little G, I hope you're still with us. Forgiveness heals is what this card states from the Crystal Angels deck. I didn't make it up. I didn't even know it was going to come out. Y'all saw me open the box. All right. Time to release repressed anger as it's blocking your health. What did I say? And your happiness. Ba-bam. Forgiveness. It's time right? I don't know why Mariah Carey's trying to come through, but but it's time. Like, forgive, because you deserve to receive what? Your love, your forgiveness, your friendship, right? You deserve to receive understanding behind all of your emotions, so you deserve to face them. Not for them to rule you, but for you to really give that friendly reminder to them that you're in charge, because you are, and you have you the whole time. See how it works? But topaz might be some significance, even regarding that pink. I think topaz also comes in, I know it comes in blue, but it also can be clear. There might be a pink topaz, all right, that maybe if that's your thing, or if you have a piece of jewelry with a bit of it in already, you should be utilizing just as a protective measure, not in the sense of you're in some form of threat, but more in the sense of some easing balm to help you keep your energy clarified and calm and happy, right? And healthy. Could be some significance to ruby as well. Bless your heart. Reach out for emotional and spiritual support to heal and mend your heart. Okay, so we are definitely dealing with the heart space. Makes sense. And you guys, if you do have further need of clarification, or you do have some specific questions that you would like answered, please check the description box below and book a reading. All right, you don't have to book a full session, but if you are being guided to, it's time. Like, I'm not, Mariah Carey, but I'm okay with that too. It's okay. All right. So there's that. I'm gonna check this last deck and get out of here, because I don't even know how much time you guys have today anyways. All right. Insecurity. Fear of not being good enough. Build confidence and love your uniqueness. Okay. How could you build confidence? Well, you can study yourself. See how you still have to put yourself here first, though, babe? Like, I need somebody to get this, okay? Because it's so easy to be like, look online at all of the celebrities and no, but study yourself here, okay? Because you are the observer after all. Makes sense. Hello, hey, hi. And so observe yourself, and who do you tend to have an eye towards regarding people prowess, whether social or business, stature, that make you have an ideation without question that that person is confident, okay? What do they look like, sound like? Where do they go? What do they do, right? And also, you'd be wanting to make note of this as well, because in your communities, there are people like that, of that stature and business prowess. And what do they like, and where do they go? You see what I mean? So you would have to live like it. You'd have to link up with where they're going. You know what I mean? I'm not saying you have to spend the same kind of money, because we're not saying you necessarily right now have the same kind of budgets. You understand? But you have to act like it, even within your mind's eye, right? How would you ever get somewhere that you never intended to go, right? Like, you want to go to Germany, maybe you're in the States, right? How would you ever get there to Germany, right, if you never wanted to go? Now, here's the other thing. If you know you've always wanted to go to somewhere, whether it was Germany or not, chances are you should make sense, because why do you always want to go there? Probably because the universe, your higher selves at least, okay, are assisting you with the prompt, I want to. So therefore, what? Anything you want. Oh, I hope somebody is getting this. Please let me know in the comments by putting a green heart if you are getting this, okay? Because I'm not here for me, all right? Just saying. Gone are the days where you should fear yourselves. So if you fear that you're not good enough, that means you're not taking a good enough look at you. All right? Be truthful with that eye, though. You've got to use the same eye that you would at least for a stranger on the street, that you're so quick to give compassion, so quick to give a smile towards, a helping hand, perhaps. I need you to be in that kind of mode, if that's you, all right? Maybe not everybody, but if that's you, towards yourselves in that mirror, Go to the mirror for yourselves, to show up for you. To do what? Not to judge, not to criticize, but to love and to build up and to show up for. You know what's going to happen on the other side of that? Your money is going to increase. Okay. Your health is going to increase. Aren't those the things that are like, they make billion-dollar industries around people trying to get more health and wealth, right? Uh-huh. Go to the fucking mirror already and pour into you anything you want. You got it. Even say those words. Anything you need, you got it. And say it till you believe it. All right. You want to talk about cracking something open? Yeah, the day is well and good. How about the heart space, though? Hello, hey, hi, sir. Right? Been waiting for you to show up. And really, it's you talking to you. It's not about anybody else right now. And that's okay. Many of us are alone because it's not about anybody else right now. And the way that you're still kind of encoded here, and God ain't done with you, as they say, right? You're not done with the rewashing, the recoding, dare I say, of the brain or the software program regarding your mental processes, as it were. And that's fine. But please understand that this too shall pass. You are going where you're going. You are destined to. So please give yourself a chance by believing so that you can receive. It's really not a question of whether or not you can receive the life you desire. Right now, the situation is going towards free will. What will you will, collective? And that's why we ask quite frequently just to perform a preventative maintenance check. Like, are we actually running the correct software programming? Are we actually running the correct thought life in here? Or are we just bowing down to what actually occurs? Just because we don't even know why. Whole time it's like three motherfuckers in the back projecting onto you, names in jars and ish, right? You really need to know who you are right now so that you can operate like it, so that you can live like it, so that you can love like it, so that you can believe like it, so that you can hold onto your faith like it. Because in this current dispensation, that's exactly what you're being asked to do. Why? So that you get anything you want. You got it. Anything you need, you got it. Anything at all. It starts with you, baby. Okay? You can't be rocking with the insecurity, though. That's a breach. That's a safety breach. It's not on the menu. It's an offense towards you at this point. Fix it, okay? Because you can. All right. I didn't say it's not a try again. I'm pretty sure you've been trying at this. That's how you found the channel. It's how you're part of the collective. Hello, hey, hi. Right? Nobody's saying that all of your previous efforts have simply and solely led to a failure. Did you say that? Like, what's the mental processes going on in here? All right. So we're dealing with heart space and head space now, I see. Oh my goodness. Build the confidence. Love your uniqueness. All right. You got one ear? That's cool. Make it fun. You got one eye? Same deal. You know how sexy a patch can get? Well, I'm sure you can show me. Right? Right. No, seriously. If you have the right air about you, you can have a damn peg leg and still pull some ass. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Like, because it ain't about the outside anyhow. It's about your belief system in who you are. It's about your understanding, your consciousness, awareness of who you are. Who you are is what? Well, when you refract it all the way back, it goes back into source. What are you saying about self? Because what you say about self, you say about source. Are you sure? I am so serious. What are you saying? Okay. And now you've got a chance to forgive and refreshen, right? Because the divine, inclusive of source, ain't even on that time trying to set you up for failure. That was the old version of you. Welcome, new version. 7.0, is it? We're usually talking about the 2. I feel like we jumped to the 7.0 version of you. Gone are the days of insecurity. All right. Now you understand your worth. So if anything, you're coming off entitled, and as you should. Gosh, isn't it even biblical, scriptural, dare I say, that we should boldly expect that we've got birthright, inclusive of abundance? Pretty sure that checks out. Yeah. All right. So expect the special treatment. Expect to be that VIP. All right. Expect to be known and known for greatness, I'm hearing to say. Okay, so this is like one of those don't unalive the messenger situation, right? But somebody here is being deceived into believing that they cannot forgive themselves. And the root of it is self-doubt. It's a perception. It's a skewed perception. All right. It's not a reflection of your true abilities and worth, whoever that is. Okay. You're essentially finding yourself in a lull here spiritually, because you told yourself and chose yourself to be essentially in some ideation of being disconnected. I'm sure we've all been there, so like no judgment, but that's funny because it's not funny at all to think that when that could never be your truth, whoever this is for. You and divinity go hand in hand. It's why you, in spite of your anger and your rage, never really gave up on the possibility of its existence. Whatever's going on in your present moment is an after effect of the way that you've held your, again, head and heart space. You're powerful enough to do this, you guys. So please don't, if this isn't resonating and you want to, like, dare I say, scoff at this or laugh at it, that's not good, okay? Because it's well and good to judge something when you're not in it, okay? When you're going through some of that, even the dark night of the soul energy comes to mind here. You can really get into some aspects of really feeling like that is the case, that God really left you and that God never really existed. Especially when you find some of those harsher truths about like the God of the Bible versus source, right? So, and you start questioning, like, man, I feel like you ever see like children freak out because they find out Santa Claus actually ain't real, you know what I mean? And they find out like the Easter Bunny, actually ain't laying them eggs with dollars inside. That the tooth fairy really don't give a fuck about teeth, right? It can cause like a mental disturbance. I'm not even trying to like be dramatic, like, but you understand. I almost asked you if you could, and it's like, no, you do. You understand what it's like to understand that a lot of people knew a lot of shit with great specificity and wasn't saying ne'er a word about it, while you had to stay the course of learning who the fuck you are, while they all hoped and prayed and wished and bippity boppity that you wouldn't. Okay. So it's kind of like I've tapped into that kind of energy where somebody perhaps is going through the dark night of the soul. If that's you, if you're wondering, you guys, anybody, regardless of whether or not you're struggling with self-forgiveness or not, check out Christina Lope's channel here on YouTube. I don't have any affiliation. I don't even benefit from any of that, right? So please, but I did benefit greatly on a personal note when I was going through, I think it was, back in 2020 when I was going through one of my major legs. I can't say it was my first one, right? Looking back, but it was a major one that kind of cracked me really wide open in 2020, Dark Night of the Soul. And I didn't even know what to term that at that time. Do you understand? And I didn't have anybody that was of a mindset beyond religion, Christianity specifically, to really understand most things. But what I always understood was that same Holy Spirit that I came to know and love and always comforted me, always performed miracles for me, was the same Holy Spirit telling me I'm high priestess. And I'm like questioning, like, isn't that demonic? Huh? Right? So I understand. I say all that to say, like, not like I'm on some soapbox, but like I understand. I get that. You can feel like, well, is everything a lie? Like, you can feel like, okay, is God real? All right. Is this real? And then the more you learn, it's like, well, it's not really all the way real, depending on what this you're referencing, specifically the Matrix at this point, right? And it's a lot. And you can just maybe even want to disconnect. Maybe that's why this disconnected card is also coming out for who all ever I'm reading for that's struggling with self-forgiveness specifically. Um, but now is not the time to doubt yourselves, you guys, because you are too interconnected, interwoven, if that makes sense to say, with divinity to have an actual total severability. Um, and you know, all powers belong to God, to Source. So that's why we say as above, so below, right? But there's more to it, right? So, irregardless, and I think we just had, I think our last angel message come out for the channel. We actually consulted the dark angels, and by the end of the message, there's just the same Archangel Michael wielding his sword upright. So there's, you know, I have chills all over my body. There is no severability, regardless of where you may find yourself, um, between you and divinity. I don't know that I can't speak for all that you may find here on the globe, but I don't know that we actually um, would operate, irregardless of whether or not we have a meat suit or not, without divinity. It's like magic, right? Supernatural, right? Right? um, but please, because this unforgiveness is creating a heavy burden, and it's holding you, it's trapping you in past cycles of trauma and resentment, and that's no safe place for a soul like you. Okay, it's also not on the menu as far as what you deserve and or desire, right? Right? No, seriously, right. Okay, so you would have to make the choice um to make that choice for you, and you're in charge and you're deserving. And maybe you need to spend some more time in the mirror and telling yourself just that, because those are truths. All right, and you guys, when you say truths out loud to yourselves, and you speak into your eye gate, and you speak into your ear gate, right? You're really infusing in that truth. And ultimately, what's going to happen is your truth is going to trump any thoughts that aren't serving you. Okay? So that's for someone. All right, you guys, I've been on here about an hour, a little over. Thank you so much for those that will hit the like, that will subscribe. Okay. And thank you for those that actually got to this point. If you got to this point, please, please shoot into the comments a green heart. I was taking a look at the analytics, you guys, and I'm approaching the halfway mark towards monetization. So what that means is we've got to have a lot more listening time. So you guys sleep to the messages if you don't have time to be there for an hour, please and thank you. Because I promise they'll get into your stratosphere, as it were. Um, and they will be most assistive compared to not listening to them at all. And you guys listening to them assists me, yes, but also the channel. And the channel is for all of us, okay? I promise. I'm not here for me. I am so not here for me. I did not even want to come on today. If I'm being honest, I wanted to hide and I wanted to heal. And you know, it's not me complaining. It's just me being vulnerable with those that actually give a fuck, I guess. Right? So thanks for giving a fuck. But more importantly, go give a fuck for you, you guys. All right. I really need you to get into the mirror and fuse your spirit, your Holy Spirit, into your physical meat suit, into your chakral system. Makes sense that it should be so much helpful, right? Yeah, no, man, try it. It works. It works so much. You know, I'd rather do that than some other things, right? But I'm not going to be unmindful. So what I'm going to actually make sure I share with you is there is a caveat to that. If you're new at doing that, it's not going to be easy at all. I'm so sorry. I forgot that part. Oh my goodness. I'm not here to word curse, but like I just don't want anybody that's like, okay, no, I'm gonna try that and then expect to have like some sort of like movie scene experience because you're gonna actually just like ugly cry. You might find it a struggle to actually look yourself into your own eyes. Because again, the eyes are the window of the soul. So you have to face yourself when you look into your eyes. And that can be daunting, that can be sad, that can be like high anxiety, right? But I promise 11101 just hit the timer, you guys. I promise it gets so much more beautified from there. Just keep going, keep loving you, keep showing up, okay? Because you deserve that. You deserve you from you. You do. You deserve you from you even before your own children. And here's why I say that. You know how, like, if you just deplete on out and they still need, you start snapping a bit, perhaps, right? Like, but hear me out. If you actually gave you to you first, right? Even just for a few seconds at a time, all right? But definitely before you start your day. Even if you have to start your day a little early, okay? Or just make some time. Say, this is my me time. You're going to be so much more built up in spirit, in patience, in contentment, right? Maybe even, dare I say, childlike wonderment to be able to get through it all the more easier with more grace. And you're going to have a more polished outcome for your caring connections. Makes sense. You should want that. So it's not selfish. And please stop telling yourself, yeah, right, wish I could. Because you're in charge. If you don't want to get up early in the morning to make time for you, then you don't want to get up early in the morning to make time for you. And if you don't find time anywhere else besides, quote, early in the morning, end quote, to make time for you, then you're in charge of not making time for you. Which also is the equivalent to you're not actively loving yourself. It's like if you never exercised ever, irregardless of body habitus, you should know how to lengthen and strengthen all of your appendages if you should find you have any, okay? And that core strength is definitely damn sure necessary. You should use that on the daily. Your back will thank you, I know that much. So, you know, you get where I'm going with this, okay? But now is the time for you to actually love on you, all right? And I promise once you do that, a lot more people will be trying it too. Just saying. All right. But still, boundaries. Okay. You can't be casting pearls before swine. Um, just because you look like a meal or a snack doesn't mean that they get to have some sort of snack attack. You know what I mean? So please hold your boundaries about you. You guys, right now is the time to actually, like I said, go within and kind of gut stuff around, right? Like you find something that is no longer identifiable as your current 7.0 version, like we talked about earlier. It's got to go, whether it's a mindset, an activity, a habit, a person, a place, a job, right? And the divine is definitely going to see to it that we get to those milestones and those goals and those dreams and aspirations that we've had the audacity to be demure, dare I say, about maintaining, because we're walking into them. Are you ready? You're in charge. Love and light.